Welcome back, beer tubers. Today we're taking a look at a beer from one of my local hometown breweries, and this is Mother Earth Brew Co.'s Syntax Imperial Stout. 8.1%, and I guess the twist of this beer is they're actually using a peanut butter essence in it. So like a peanut butter extract, if you will, a high quality peanut butter extract into the beer as well. Mother Earth, this brewery's been open, I don't know, since 2011, 2010? I don't know, but I've been following them since day one, and I want to review this beer because Vista now has two different types of stouts that have peanut butter in. Of course, I already reviewed the Belgian Beaver peanut butter milk stout, so I want to take a look at Mother Earth's Imperial Stout with peanut butter. So, got it poured out. It's, I mean, it's pretty much opaque. It's maybe not the darkest Imperial stout you'll see, but plenty dark. The head on there, swirl it out, it's a very light brown, a little bit of alcohol legs on the glass, get the aroma. Yeah, definitely getting the peanut butter. It's not intense, but it's definitely present. Kind of mixes in with a sweeter chocolate, like a baker's chocolate note. Some darker kind of fruity notes coming through. Kind of hard to describe. It's not, I want to say almost blackberry type of note. Maybe a little bit of like a caramel note coming through with some sweet bread. But yeah, I mean, there's a good amount of peanut butter on there. So let's dig in. Cheers. Yeah, stout. Peanut butter is definitely integrated into the beer. Doesn't dominate the beer, so you know it adds a nice. Well, it's more than a nuance to the beer. It's definitely a factor in the beer. It's just not hitting you on the head, just overpowering peanut butter. There is a stout base, and that's just a nice component to the beer. Up front, you get a lot of sweetness. It's pretty dark fruit and caramel heavy initially. A lot of like sweeter fig, raisin, mixed in with some nice caramel toffee notes. Get a lot of that up front with some sweet bread. Then the middle, that's when you get the peanut butter starts coming into play. And the peanut butter kind of goes from the middle to the finish. And then in that transition, you get a lot of this really kind of sweeter milk chocolate character with like a tiny bit of like a baker's chocolate cocoa nib sort of character to it. The finish on the beer has a slight sort of roasty, dry finish. You don't get a ton of like coffee type of notes to it, or the really roasty, slightly smoky though, slight smoky notes, but between like the alcohol, the darker malts, and perhaps a lower finishing gravity than you typically would see for an 8.1% stout. Not sure on this one, but that initial sweetness is really balanced out in the finish, and that nuttiness from the peanut butter kind of helps out too. Takes away from the sweetness. The beer has a nice creamy mouthfeel. It's kind of like not quite full, but you know, a little beyond medium mouthfeel. Nice creaminess to it. There's almost like there's a vanilla component to it, and I don't know if that comes from the peanut butter extract or something else, but there's creaminess. Maybe they're using some oats in there as well, not sure, but yeah, nice kind of smooth mouthfeel, creaminess to the beer, that peanut butter kind of vanilla, chocolate, you know, dark fruit, caramel thing going on. I bought this bottle at the brewery, so I'm pretty sure it's fairly fresh at this point. The more I drink on it, the more I do get a hop character, and I wasn't noticing that initially, and it's more on the finish. So there's maybe like a slight kind of earthy, maybe slightly citrusy, kind of piney hop character in there as well. So you know, fresh, you definitely get some hop character. Kind of the hops are help driving out and balancing out the beer as well. So that's something that I wasn't picking up initially. That the more I drink on it, it comes through. So it's a really unique beer. Nothing quite like it. It's got a mix of, I was reading the back of the bottle, it's actually American hops, British malts, which kind of makes sense. with the intense maltiness I'm getting, the hop character, and then you have the peanut butter coming in. It's a pretty cool beer. It's nothing quite like it. It's different from some of the other peanut butter beers out there, and I'm glad it's now a year-round beer from them. Initially, it was like a one-off or maybe twice-a-year type of beer, and the popularity of it, the demand increased, and now it's a year-round beer. So, yeah, if you can get bottles, I don't know what their distribution is. They did sign a distribution deal with Stone, so maybe it's Southern California at this point. Definitely San Diego County for sure. And yeah, another cool local Vista beer, so worth checking out. So that's going to wrap this one up. Until next time, please comment and subscribe. Cheers.